Hi guys, today I'm going to do a get ready with me video. I have a family birthday to go to today. Thought why not come along and join us for the ride. I also have a few new steps in my routine that I thought maybe you'd like to see, so stay tuned. I like to start out with my mum actually bought this on sale once and I've been using it ever since. It's called Deep Muck Ultra Soft Leave-In Conditioner. So I'm going to go in with that first. I just spray it to damp hair. Obviously, I've washed my hair, so I'm going to go in with that first. But today I'm going to blow dry it, so it'll be like a nice blowout. But if you want a video on how I style my curly hair, then I can also definitely upload one. My sister has so much, my sister has much more beautiful curls than I do, so I don't know if I'm the type of person to do a video, but we'll see. After I've gone in with that product, I like to go in with my Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother. I've been using this for years. I just go in with this is probably too much, but with about 3 pumps. I discovered this when I was at TAFE studying hairdressing, but it's the Wella Luxe Oil. If you've smelt this, this is what I imagine heaven to smell like. Now, when my hair's damp, I pump 2 pumps into the Olaplex mixture. You don't have to do this. This is ridiculous. I just like to do it. And then I massage it into my hands and put it on my damp hair, especially around my front pieces, because that's where the most damage is. Since my last video, a few new things have happened. I have a dog now. I'm a dog mum. My beautiful, he's a black Labrador cross wolfhound, I believe. His name's Benny. He's actually just looking out the window right in front of me. I've just been working heaps lately. If you know me personally, you know that I'm an education assistant, so I work at a school, which is super cool. I have actually 2 of my sisters are teachers. One's an early childhood educator. My light just turned off. An early childhood educator, and my other sister is a high school teacher. And then my whole family, full of teachers. I just use my finger to find a middle part, and then I just kind of separate it. Now that that's all brushed out, I'm going to go ahead and do some skincare. So for my skincare, this is my moisturizer that I'm using at the moment because I have super sensitive skin. I use the Avene. It's a protective cream. I can't remember exactly. I don't know how to pronounce that. But if you do, then you're amazing. You've one-upped me. I just use a little bit because it's super hydrating. Now that I've applied that, I'm going to go in with my primer. So the primer that I'm going to use today is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with the niacinamide. Also, can we just talk about, since when did e.l.f. get so expensive? Remember when e.l.f. was so cheap? Why is it so expensive now? For my foundation, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. Also, who wears foundation for 30 hours? I've got fake tan on at the moment. As you can see, my chest is a little bit darker than my face. This will probably be a little bit too light, so I'm going to mix it in with a darker shade. So I've done 2 pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm probably going to do a 1 pump of the darker shade, because I'm not super dark. Also, if my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm actually sick. But I'm recovering from it. I'm just going to mix that on the back of my hand. I feel like that's a good match. Okay, I'm just going to start blending that out with my beauty blender. Right, now that my foundation's applied, I'm going to go in with concealer. The concealer that I've been using, I just dropped my foundation. The concealer that I've been using is the NYX Bear With Me concealer. A lot of people have like beef with the pump. Personally, I really like the pump because I have acne, and I think that the pump is like way more hygienic than applying it with like a doe foot applicator. So like, again, I apply this on the back of my hand, and then again I go in with my beauty blender for my concealer because I like it that way. I'm just gonna go in like here, 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 and I'm gonna blend that in first. Now, something that I have been doing different is I haven't been applying it to the tops of my eyelids. And that's because I've been using an eye primer now, because I found that my eyeshadow was creasing and it was not fun. Just gonna apply this over my acne spots. This is actually different. I didn't use this in my last tutorial. I go in with the, oh, it's filthy. I go in with the Rare Beauty Gentle Liquid Contour. And I just go in and apply it like just above my like contour line. And I like apply some on my nose. I normally don't apply it on my forehead, but that's generally on work days. Like, I don't really put like heaps of foundation on for work days. I just put like some concealer. But because I'm wearing full face of makeup, I'm going to do it on my forehead as well. And then I use this. This is actually from Kmart, which is so good. It's the OXX Cosmetics like flat top foundation brush. And I like to use this to blend out my contour. I kind of like, as opposed to like swiping, I kind of like pat it in. And right now, I've been using the, I wanted to buy this because I needed a new blush. And I wanted to try it. I've got the Hope Matte Bouncy Blush by Rare Beauty. I think in my last video I also used the shade Hope. It kind of looks a bit darker in the matte blushes. And I also go in with my Rare Beauty blush. And I just apply it. I don't know why I'm tapping. This is a cream product. And this is also quite pigmented. It's definitely not as pigmented as the Soft Pinch liquid blushes. But it is still quite pigmented. I'm like trying so hard to not have as much like blush blindness, because I definitely did have it, and I'm probably going to get told that I do have it. But I think it's definitely toned down a bit. I feel like this is a good stopping point for the moment. And then I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender and kind of like blend my under eye in with that blush. And now I go in with a translucent powder. I go in with the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I know that I already have some in the top. And then I go in with like more of a tapered brush. Again, this is another Kmart brush. And I go in and I set my under eyes. But when you set your under eyes, you want to make sure that you've immediately just blended so that there's no creasing. Otherwise, locking that creasing in place, and I don't want to do that. To apply. Let me know like if you like to watch any other YouTubers. I love watching Bailey Sarian. I love a bit of murder mystery and makeup. My husband actually thinks I'm really weird for it. And I woke up the other morning and he said that Bailey Sarian had released a new book, and I fully fell for it. And I was like, actually, I'm pretty sure she doesn't even have a book. What are you talking about? I can't. And then I use a much bigger brush for the rest of my face. I've got heaps in the top here, so I'm just gonna like try and tap off the excess. Now, I am not one for a dewy finish. I'm a matte girly. I wish I could have a dewy finish, but I'm not about that life. It's not for me. I'm just gonna get the powder off my brush. I said I wasn't gonna set my top eyelid, but I did. So I lied. Alright, great. Lovely. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to go in with my eyebrows. Now, my eyebrow pencil, I still use the same one. I'm just looking for it. But I now get my eyebrows laminated and tinted, so I don't actually have to do too much to them. So I'm just going to brush them up. And then I'm just going to fill in the areas that I think need to be filled in. So I'm still going in with that Rimmel eyebrow pencil. I'm like so almost out of it. I feel like that looks good. Right, so I go in, I've lost the cap to this, but this is the MCO Beauty like brow gel. This is supposed to be a dupe for the, I think, the Refi brow gel, but I've honestly never tried it, and apparently it's better. So apparently the MCO one is better. So I just go in and I brush them up. I'm a big MCO gal and a big Rare Beauty gal, if you haven't caught on already. Okay, now that my eyebrows are set, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow primer. I've been doing this because I was having issues with my eyeshadow creasing, so I'm creasing. So I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I just go all over my lid with this. I'm going to go in with this brush today. I feel like this brush would be really good for blending out concealer, and I never thought about that until now. So I might try that. I'm going to set that down with, I know I used this in my last tutorial, but I'm going to use it again, the Born This Way Too Faced palette. I'm just going to go in with the lightest shade in that palette, the lightest matte shade, and I'm going to set that. Right, all set. Okay, I'm really going to do like another similar eyeshadow, another similar eye look to what I did in that tutorial. It's, again, a Kmart brush. I'm going to go in with, I'm going to cover the mirror. Oh, great. I'm going to go in with this shade here. And the shade Nude, I think. I'm going to go in and mix them both together. I'm thinking about doing a, let me know if you're interested. I'm thinking about doing like a girls, like every like 2 months, I'd say. I'm thinking about doing like a girls catch up, like a Christian girls catch up. And like it's where we meet for lunch or something. And then we just like hang out, talk about life, like maybe have some prayer. I think it would be really fun. I was talking to one of my friends about it. I was talking to my friend Hannah, and she seemed pretty keen, but I just like, I don't have heaps of Christian friends. I have like a few, but yeah, let me know if you're keen and I will organise something, because I just think it would be so fun. And like, if you start to like come, you can invite your Christian friends too. I just thought it would be really, really fun. Now I'm happy with that blend, so I'm actually going to go in with another brush. I'm going to go in with this brush and I'm going to apply do I dare? I'm going to apply that Cocoa shade actually today from the palette. I don't normally go for this shade, but we're going to do it. I'm going to be game. And I'm just going to apply it to the outer V. Just super simple. And then on my waterline too. Now that that's all applied, I'm going to go in with that same first brush that I used and just like diffuse those edges. Also, do you know what I watched the other day? I watched the Ted Bundy Netflix case, like the reenactment where Zac Efron's in it, and I thought it was so good. Like, I really enjoyed it. I thought they did like a really good reenactment of it. I'm yet to watch and I don't know if I want to, the Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix, is it on Netflix? I think the reenactment. I don't know if I want to watch it or not. Some people said it was really bad, but I'm familiar with the case. I've watched so many like murder investigations about it, but I just don't know if I want to watch the reenactment of it. I'm not sure. Let me know if you think I would like it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now, I'm not sure what I want to apply on my lid. Use this brush here. I'm probably going to go in with, do I want to leave it matte? No. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm going to go in with this brush and I'm going to just apply that light shade again and just apply it on my lid. Because I like to do this just because sometimes I feel like it just makes it not so like so in your face. Because sometimes I think like I'm going at it in broad daylight and I want to look like a clown, you know? Not that I would look like a clown. Like, I wouldn't. I think it's totally acceptable to have like a full face of makeup on when you're out. But I just think like, I don't know. I've just been enjoying doing this lately. I'm just diffusing those edges again that we made a bit darker in the crease. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with my with a shade for my inner corners. I always like to have sparkly inner corners, so don't come at me. I'm going in with my Sephora Collections eyeshadow. It's like the really sparkly one in the shade Ballet Shoes. I used this in my last video. I really like this. Tiniest amount. I think it like goes a little bit more glittery when you apply it with your finger. I might do that actually. We'll just see. Oh, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Then I go in with like an angled brush. Again, just like in my last video, I think I did this as well. I go in with a darker shade from this palette. I go in and do a wing with it. For a while, oh my god, my eyeshadow is actually really dark. Do you know what? I'm rocking it. I'm gonna look good. I feel good about that. I really didn't do a great job today, but that's okay. Can't have a good makeup day every day. Before I go in with mascara, I forgot to finish my base. Do I want to use this today? Yeah, I'll use a tiny bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to go in with this angled brush. This is a little bit dense, so I'm not going to use too much. And I'm going to go in with the Makeup by Mario bronzer. I'm not going to use like heaps because I'm not really like, I don't want to look like a clown, basically. Now that I've done that, I go in with this brush here. Oh my god, I just realised I had a brush that would have been way better for that, but that's okay. I'm going to go in with this brush, and I now use a different shade of the Rare Beauty highlighting blush. It's in the shade Happy. It's a lot brighter, if you can see. And I like, honestly, like barely touch it because it's so pigmented. It's the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is broken. Okay, so I'm not going to show you what it looks like on the inside because it will fall everywhere. Again, I'm going to go in with another tapered brush. I'm going to apply a little bit. That's all we need. And do like a lovely highlight. And because this highlight is like so mesmerizing, I'm gonna like blend it back in with my blush. Don't forget your Cupid's bow and down your nose. Can't forget about that. Now I'm going to do mascara. I use the Sky High mascara by Maybelline. I also really like the brown one, but I only have the black one on hand at the moment. So I'm going to use that. Do you ever make that weird mascara face? I bet you do. Now I'm going to put like a mascara on my bottom lashes. Okay, now that that's applied, I'm going to go in with my favourite lip liner. And with this e.l.f. eyeliner, it's not eyeliner pencil. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. lip pencil. It's in the shade Truth or Bear. This is my favourite lip pencil. Yeah. Also, did you know Kohl's sells e.l.f. now? How great. So you guys can see this, I'm going to do it with my eyeshadow palette. I do overline my lips. Okay, now that I have applied that lip liner, I'm going to go in with, this is my favourite lipstick. This is a Colourpop lipstick and it's in the shade What Up. And I'm going to apply that all over. And I'm going to do too much though. And then in the centre, I'm going to go in with this Revlon lipstick. And this is in the shade Bare It All. I used this in my last video. This is, like, if you can see the difference between these two, this one is a little bit more nude as opposed to pink. So I'm going to highlight in the middle. And the centre is only slightly lighter. And then we have it, that's our makeup. I'm going to go and blow dry my hair and I'll be right back. Alright, now that all my final touches are done, I'm going to go in with my, once again, my Lux oil. And I'm going to do one pump of this on my hand. My light's just turning off. Rub it in between my hands. and like go along the ends of my hair. You probably can't see all of my hair in the camera, but yeah, I just run it through the ends, make it nice and shiny, and oh my god, this smells great. I love this oil. I'm just going to do like one final brush to comb it all through. One day I might make, I have to fix that part, a tutorial on how to blow dry your hair like I do, but I'm like going to give you a fair warning, it is really hard. But yeah, that is final hair. And then I'm gonna like just let you know what fragrance I use. I'm gonna try and turn my light back on again. The eye look. The fragrance I'm going to use is, my light keeps on turning off, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go in with the MCO Beauty No. 3 fragrance. This is like a hair and body mist. I use so much of this. And then my other fragrance that I'm going to use is the Sabrina Carpenter, I think, Sweet Tooth perfume. I'm going to go in and spray my neck. And I just like to put it everywhere. And that's my finished look. Bye.